Yeah, it should be 1, 2,
Solid
3,
possibility
4,
there.
Just a
5,
few inches
6,
forward from his beehole.
Right here.
on your head somewhere.
Paint.
I think this should be
All
the
right,
one.
here we
slightly
go.
high.
3,
Yeah.
1. Ahoy! And sorry. Welcome to
Tough.
Wizard Take Games. I'm your host and DM, Adam. Thanks for tuning in. Bought this hat at Walmart.
Sick hat, bro.
Oh, you look like the guy from SpongeBob.
Can you guys hear me okay? All right, so we had a lot of technical difficulties. After all, what would a night of Wizard Tank be without him? What's that? I almost bought a fake mustache too, but I have a real one. So
Commitment, my dude.
yeah, so there's
All the
that.
shade,
Anyway,
everything except
there's
for this
that.
time.
Anyway, welcome to Wizard Tank Games. Thanks for tuning in. Please get active in the chat. We're trying to monitor that, so that'll be exciting to see. If you guys also, for those of us that are players, whatever, feel free to monitor the chat in case anybody says anything. Jump in there, say something exciting if you want to, whatever. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to get started. This is our first episode of our new short campaign set in kind of a custom area.
We're all midgets.
It's called Exandria Unlimited.
No. No. I think we've probably just got a copyright strike there. I'm gonna turn the microphone down a little bit. Looks like it's peaking a bit. So
It sounds really good though.
does it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It didn't sound like it's like peaking out, clipping.
No.
Excellent.
Prima.
Thanks, Mike. Hype man.
There is the best it's ever sound actually.
Oh, well, I shouldn't
Like I
touch it.
said.
I already broke it. So, if you recall from the conclusion of our previous campaign, there's a bit of a post-credit scene, and that's where we're going to pick up today. I'm not gonna wear this hat the whole time because it feels very sounds good. Also, I'm super hot, so I'm gonna take off the shirt too. But previously on Wizard Tank, you should go check that out if you have not yet done so. We ended on a bit of a cliffhanger. Well, at least, I tried to give you guys a little bit of a cliffhanger, something to look forward to, a little bit of a teaser, post-credit scene sort of thing. We left with a satyr sitting in a jail cell on the other side of the world, waiting to be hanged. And so we pick up 30 days before the conclusion of our previous campaign, roughly 30 days, with this satyr sitting in a jail cell on the island of Tetsoro in the city of Calavet, waiting to be hanged. But we'll get to that in a minute. Let's start with the brothers. Having camped out north of the city of Calavet, you're making your way down the coastline. And it should be noted that this island of Tetsoro is far west of the world that we previously experienced. You guys were in the kingdom of Tethir and the mainland of the world of Faerun. And your furthest experience to the west was a continent called Maztica. Well, we're about double the distance away. The very edge of the known world, the very last bastion of civilization, this colonial city of Calavet, having been warred over for as long as anyone can remember, the architecture of the city is dynamic. You can see distinct turns in ownership. You see the end of one cultural reign and the beginning of another. You can see just kind of that, like the tiers, the levels of the city as it goes, some being very, very old, centuries even, and some being relatively new. For the last 100 years or so, it's been under the colonial reign of Waterdeep, mostly by title. Waterdeep has very little investment in the city of Calavet, but it's serves a purpose. We may explore what that is in a little bit. The interesting thing about this city, and the reason that it is the very edge of the world, is because just a few miles to the west of this island is the Veil of Mist. which stretches as far as anyone can travel. Basically, to the North Pole, to the South Pole, this giant wall of mist and fog obfuscates everything beyond it, which has led to opportunities and dangers that you may yet explore. So, just east of that wall of mists and unknown, we find this island, Tetsuro. And on the eastern shore in the Emerald Bay, we find the city of Calavet. Just north of that, we find two brothers, Tritons, who have made their way towards civilization. Camping out the night before, you're now within a few hours' travel of the city proper. What do you do?
We're how far away? 2 nights?
Nope, a couple hours.
Oh, a couple hours.
Yep.
Probably travel probably off the beaten path a little bit.
What time of day is it?
Yeah.
Early morning, about dawn. My sun is just peeking up over the
Who
eastern
wakes up
skies.
first?
I guess roll for it.
First roll of the game, initiative for waking.
I got a 16.
You wake up first.
Okay. Yeah, I looked up.
All right.
I'm gonna look around.
Introductions. Who do we have here, Josh? You don't have to give us names yet, but just describe what we see.
Okay, so I'm very, I guess you'd say like flamboyant-ish. My clothing's like very colorful. I have a long, pointy dorsal-like fin on my spine, and it's very colorful. Some blues, some purples in there. That's what my guy looks like.
Okay.
So, but when I wake up, I'm gonna look around because I'm sure there's probably not the greatest people.
You guys, I'll say that you intentionally camped out a little bit north of the city, so you're safe. You wake up on the beach, very familiar scents and fields.
After I scoped out the area, I'm gonna brother. Hey, get up.
What, Vilhari? Why?
Breakfast first, or should we get moving?
I ate all my jerky. So yeah, I suppose. Shimbwasi is my name. You see, similar deal. A little bit similar build, right? Life, got the fin. Also, you do see a lot of jars and vials hanging from stuff that's similar to this, actually, like these, like the netting. So you see like vials and like stuff wrapped up around me. I do have a backpack that is relatively large for my size. Not like super cumbersome, but it's a big backpack. And out of it, you see bloop, a bulbous head.
Okay.
And I move my hand to pet my octopus. I have an octopus named Vilhari.
Okay.
So
One thing we never dignified: who's older, who's younger.
you're old. I'm younger.
Got it. I was like, we didn't talk about that.
How far away are we?
Roughly 2 hours, I believe.
What kind of food do they have?
Fine.
I don't think I've ever eaten at a settlement.
Are we like? Is this us coming from the ocean? We like just got here.
Yep.
So is this our first time being on land?
It's your first time being in civilization. You've been on land before.
Okay.
but
Yeah, I would
it's
say
your first time in
land, but like this is
civilization.
my first. This is at least as far as I'm taking it. This is my first time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it'd probably be mine too. Yeah. I've seen food. Accustomed to what they eat.
You've been told tales, so you guys will have encountered various other civilized races before. Usually, pretty rarely, but usually via some like catastrophic accident, like they've had a shipwreck and you guys managed to, kind of salvage them. But you've never been allowed to. This is your first step forth in that kind of pilgrimage, yeah. And so this is really the first time that you've been given just free reign to leave the colony.
Should we go with stealth?
Probably our best course of action.
Is there like people milling about doing things like that we can see?
Are you
But
moving?
we're 2 hours away, right?
Yeah, you're to the north. I gave you some time, so you
But are
guys
we
can
like
figure some stuff out.
up or like can we see down or like are we going?
I'll say, yeah, you're kind of at an elevated range. You can see a ship pulling into the harbor there at Emerald Bay. You can see, some hustling and bustling. You can kind of maybe even hear a bit of the city sounds as the city's beginning to awaken.
You said we're how far away?
2 hours.
2 hours. Okay.
If
Let's
you ask
get
me, I'm gonna just grow the number.
let's get
every time.
let's get closer.
You're 14 years away from the closest.
Let's get closer and then I'll use some magic.
That's all right. So I guess we tour about like what 30 minutes roughly.
Yeah, I'm actually going to say yeah, let's just get closer. When we're about an hour away,
Yeah.
yeah, I want to stealth it around, but like I feel like we're a little bit far away, so we can sort of still be a little more.
Is somebody typing in chat? I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, someone's like boop, boop.
Yeah,
I
you
hear
hear
it too.
that?
My volume's off. So
Is that in our Zoom chat?
It's probably Justin and Evan texting or something.
Yeah, that's not.
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't know where that is.
They're both muted, so it's not that.
Somebody's chatting with us.
No,
Mike.
Mike, yeah.
I wasn't muted a second ago.
What was that? Oh, maybe that's
It
what
could have
was.
been me. I wasn't muted a second ago.
Anyway, that's not really important. I was just curious. So yeah, as you approach, you see like this horse-drawn cart kind of come by. Early on, doesn't even notice you.
Do we see anything good on
Pretty early on in the morning.
We're like close. We're an hour away. I want to know that. So then I'm gonna do some other things.
Yeah,
Because we're 2 hours, so I want to get like half.
there's still some pathways.
Oh,
Like
okay,
the
okay.
rest of the island isn't uninhabited.
Got it.
It's just that there's really only the one city. So you've got some farmlands and
Got
a
it.
few other like manor type houses, but for the most part, it's just this city.
Oh.
So yeah,
I also want to keep my eyes out for like, I guess, would catch my eye to bring back possibly.
Sure.
So
and so like as you're going, occasionally you'll pick up a flower. And you're like, ah, stupid. Yeah, throw it down, whatever. Yeah, and like, oh, that's a sweet rock. There's got to be something better. It's like, you kind of keep moving on. But yeah, let's say that you get to that point where you're about an hour
Okay.
north of the city.
In that case, I want to get to a spot where we can sort of, just off the beaten path so nobody's seeing us. And I'm going to give I'm going to give you my pack, right, with Telhari on it.
Okay.
I'm going to cast to cast a spell. And here's what I do. I actually take out. I have a mortar and pestle,
Sure.
but it's a small version. It's not big. It's maybe, it's pretty small. And I take out some coral.
Okay.
And I put it in it and I just crush it up. And I'm actually even going to use like a little bit of I need a little bit of like, I'm basically trying to make a paste. So like a little bit of dew from something or some sort of condensation. Make a bit of a paste, and on your forehead, maybe not even your forehead. Yeah, your forehead. I'm gonna do it on your forehead. I'm just gonna just do like a Simba deal, right? And I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace.
Ooh, nice.
And so as I do it, like it does that, and then it almost immediately dries and then just like blows off. But so it's just like, feeling like, oh, we got some sort of weird. So I mean, you probably see a little bit of residue, but in general, it like you have Pass Without Trace.
The plus 10.
It's plus 10.
Awesome.
I got a plus 9.
I'm also going to do it to myself and to Velhari.
Excellent.
So
So
I think
you
it's 10
are
creatures. So.
you are then going to try to stealth at least towards the city, just to kind of maybe get a better
Yeah.
advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to become a hawk, I believe.
I got a 36.
Pretty good. It's not too bad. Not too bad. You don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Make a new character.
Yeah. Well, I got a plus 9.
I forget you're alive, dude.
I turned into a tree.
You've escaped even me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I can turn into. I know I can't.
Plus 19. That's good.
Flying speed.
pretty solid.
Because
I mean-
yeah, I'm just actually going to become a dog.
I've got expertise.
Okay. Excellent. Well, what? Just like a mutt kind of thing.
A fish dog.
Yeah, just like a Sirius Black, just kind of basic.
There is such thing as a dogfish.
I'm trying to also think of like
Which
something
I think
like
is a shark. So
Yeah.
you're like,
like we've definitely seen before.
you die immediately.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right. Cool.
I've eaten dog before. I'm gonna turn on one of those.
Delicacy.
Delicacy.
All right.
And
So you guys continue to make your way.
do I need to
into the
make
city?
a stealth or
How?
as a dog? I can.
That depends on whether or not you want to be stealthy as a dog.
I do.
Okay. Then yeah.
That's me.
I was like, what?
I have a really good dog
Visible
impression
confusion.
out there.
It's 27 on the dice.
27.
I'm not even.
It's strange.
I'm sure they might have a plus on
Yeah. So great. You guys start
27.
to slink into the city. Do you actually make your way into the city walls, like into the city proper?
Yeah, I think so. I think
Okay.
that's the goal. Just like
But
See.
just
we're gonna
like,
try to be
like
inconspicuous.
Assassin's Creed.
Excellent.
Like,
Yeah.
one with the crowd.
Yeah. So
Pass without
the
trace. I'm trying to
brothers,
really-
you begin to drift in very stealthily, cloaks up.
I definitely want to be using the sense of smell too.
Excellent. Right now, so initially you're like overwhelmed a bit because you're used to that very familiar scent of home, but you're hit with the salty air, but you also have smoke and soot kind of filling the air from different
Sure.
sources, some like spices and things to that effect. Meats, like your sense of smell is like overwhelmed almost because of all these new and unique
Sure.
things. But you drift into the city proper. All right, there's the brothers. How about the twins?
All right. Well, I imagine you would see me first. So I am.
Wait, are we twins?
No, that's just what they're calling us.
That's just what I'm
Oh, just our nickname. Our
Wait,
couple
I
name.
mean, wouldn't you be twins by default?
I guess.
You are to me. You are to me.
Okay. Well, you see me. I'm just wearing what looks like commoner clothing for the most part. If you look a little closer, you'd notice some like armor underneath, just like hidden a little bit more than what you'd expect. Dark clothing. My skin's real pale. Eyes are real pale. Hair's white. But then it's brown when you look at it again. I'm some other features change from time to time, and including a weird bump on my right shoulder that when I changed went to my left. But yeah, I'm about medium build. I'm as average in build height as you could get. Super unnoticeable. There's a bow on my back and a dagger on my hip. That's about it.
Excellent.
Do I need
Now
to
my,
describe myself, or do we wait till I'm like seen?
No. You go ahead.
You go ahead and
So-
describe yourself.
So what's happening is you guys are on a ship that is just in the process of docking. You've got some people that are already beginning to unload, some passengers. It was a quiet trip. You had workers, and basically everybody kept to themselves, as is kind of customary. You again are at the edge of the world. There's a reason that people are here, and most of the time they don't want to talk about it. So you are able to disembark without any sort of harassment.
One thing that is interesting about my armor, if you look real close, on each shoulder there's like a patch that looks like it could be removed, and on each leg there's a patch that looks like it can be removed. And this is for my
Are the patches on your inner thigh?
outer thigh. But yeah. Justin, go ahead and describe yourself.
So if Danny were, or what's your character's name? I forgot.
F-E-N-N.
Sin, that's right. If Sin were to take off his shirt, you would discover a second face kind of growing out of what looks like a sore on him. There's like this semblance of a neck, not like in the sense of like connecting to a body, but just like the face can kind of poke out and like look back and forth like an inch or two. And then out from like one of the crevices of the wound, I guess, is like a half deformed hand that comes out. It's maybe like a couple inches past the wrist. It's not fully formed, and there's like only 3 fingers that have formed out of the whole hand. And imagine like the ET fingers is kind of what it looks like. And then there's like just like this kind of sickly face poking out.
But also, Justin, the little patches are actually parts where you can open up and see and breathe.
Perfect.
Depending on where you appear
Depending
from.
on where you appear from. When you open the hat.
Yeah, and so like where I am is, it's not oozing, but it's wet, probably with like sweat and just like over time, you know, just like it's a
Absolutely
crevice. It's
horrendous.
gross.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I do have like 2 whiskers above my lips. Like I'm like that's as much hair as I can grow. It's just like 2 little bit of whiskers.
This reminds me of Robot from Invincible.
Yeah.
Also,
It's like disgusting
Yeah,
version.
dude.
Yeah, that's true.
also, my right eye is not overly noticeable bigger, but you can tell that it's bigger.
Definitely.
Excellent. Awesome.
Are we saying our names?
Yeah, my name is.
My name is Kimothy with a K, Big Hard.
Can you spell the last name for me?
BIGHBIG, capital BIG, capital HARD.
Great, of course.
Okay, and then for me, can you explain what happened to you in real life that made you like this?
Because in real life, he's a small soft.
Yo!
Evan knows better than anyone.
And we're back.
You heard it here first,
We're
folks.
back. All right. So real quick, let me, for my notes, get everybody's names real quick here. Stand by. I will go through. Mike, hit me.
Shimwasu.
What?
Help me spell it.
SHEMBAWSI. Shimwasu.
Keep with the brother theme.
Sea Dog Bart Moody.
It's not even your real name.
Sea Dog Bart Moody.
What do you choose?
It's Shimwasi.
My name's too long and complex for everyone.
No, it's not.
Mike, you've decided on his actual Triton name, right? Just for the record.
yeah.
What do you
I didn't pick one.
I know he made something up for you.
Yeah.
I heard him
I
say it
already
earlier.
used Vilhari for my octopus. Hang on.
Oh yeah.
Stand by one.
That's my alias. Sorry.
Awesome.
Hang on a second.
Did you have it locked at the think tank?
I just thought you said something earlier.
I did, but that was Vilhari for my.
Okay. I thought you had like something with an A. I thought you. Anyway.
Yeah,
you,
go ahead.
You come back to that. Let's get the twins now.
You gotta find a little
Kimothy, KIMOTHY.
Timothy.
Big hard.
Yeah, that one more time. It was BIGHARD.
Yep.
Yeah.
At least put a T on the end of it.
Nope. Capital B, capital H. Like I'm Irish.
It's hyphenated.
Okay. So I apologize to the people of
Timothy
Ireland.
Big Hard. I don't know how to do an Irish accent. It's terrible.
No, it's all right. Go ahead. Good, do it. Give it all you got.
No, I already tried. You missed it.
Timothy
Done.
Bighard. Justin. All right. Sin.
SENN.
SENN.
Keeping it simple.
Excellent. And as you guys disembark the ship, what would you like to do?
I would like to.
Bestie.
Can you turn the speaker up a little bit, Josh?
Yeah.
What did you just say? And say it again. Just like
All right. I go to the nearest watering hole.
as he says that, you all of a sudden you sense the same, like that need for thirst. You're like, and you already hate this guy.
Yeah.
You already hate him. As he feels it, you feel it, and kind of vice versa.
All right. So I'm gonna go to the nearest watering hole.
Wait, question. Did you want him to explain how he got that way?
Eventually.
Maybe.
Okay.
It might
I
never
thought
come
you
up.
said that. That's why I was asking.
Yeah. No, just to be clear, you are no. I meant for Justin to explain why his brain works the way that it does.
Oh, gotcha.
But I guess that we don't have time for that.
So yeah, I'm gonna go to the nearest watering hole. Meaning bar.
Yeah.
I want some milk.
Fine. But try to stay quiet. It looks like I'm in two voices. That person was looking at us. So I'm gonna keep going, and I'm gonna go and go to the bar. I'd like
Excellent.
I'm gonna order like a whiskey and some milk.
Okay. All right. So you walk up to this tavern. It's called the Golden Gull.
And can I get that into a syringe?
Yes. You approach this
Whiskey.
barkeep.
A whiskey syringe. So stupid.
It's you approach this weather-worn female elf, and as you approach, you ask for a whiskey and some milk in a syringe.
Yeah, like what you'd feed a baby with.
A bottle?
Right.
No,
like,
you don't,
like a sick puppy.
you don't have kids, do you, Danny?
So you see a moment of
Feeding kids in the syringe.
you see
No, come here.
Hey, could I get like a Pedialyte in a crack pipe?
I didn't say a needle.
This is gonna be the most ridiculous D&D campaign that's ever existed. Syringe, like for kids.
No, not a needle. Like we feed a puppy with.
Oh my god.
So you see this moment.
Inspiration, dude.
You see this moment. I can't because it was just natural. It wasn't intentional. So you see this moment of like, I want to ask a question. Flicker over her face before immediately she suppresses it, and she's just like, "All right, I'll be right back." And she goes away, and she brings you, not having a syringe of any kind. She comes back with a whiskey and some fresh milk and a turkey baster.
That works.
And she kind of with a question.
That's
All right.
perfect. Thank
All
you.
right. And so you pass over a couple silver, and you have your requested drinks.
I'm just
I open,
imagining
I open one of the patches and just kind of.
Sorry,
You see, this is it's a little bit seedy in the sense that like it feels like there are a lot of shadows in this bar, which is, you find a bit comforting, honestly. And you can tell that that's by design.
Yeah.
Even though the sun is now cresting well up over the horizon, it's a beautiful sunny summer-like day that you can feel just the sun burning through the fog and the mist of the waters, and you can tell it's going to be a beautiful day. But in here, it's still just the right amount of dark.
I think Mike's got a name for me.
So
Yeah,
I
what
open
do
up
you
my
got?
patch.
Al sorry, Bargo, Neymar, Pelio, Gillis the fifth.
Can you text it to me?
That is his name. Yeah.
Great.
Was it an
If you
acronym?
could just
No.
if you could just text that to me, it'll be great.
Just screenshot it.
We'll list all the characters in a thing later. I don't know.
Here,
'Cause-
I'll take a screenshot. Or I'll take a picture.
Yeah, perfect though. Our last campaign was super serious. This one's gonna be different.
Different.
All right, so that's fun.
Okay.
Sin,
What?
do you have the milk?
Yeah. Like Batman. I'm gonna open up the patch. I'm gonna turkey baster the milk into your mouth.
Excellent. And like as you kind of look around, you definitely see this thing where people are like eye contact, look away.
Okay, that's
But they're like, it's worth noting that a guy's turkey bastering his shoulder with milk. Curious, but you can also tell that nobody will say anything to you about it. And so
Wait. How does that get digested?
hey, listen,
All right.
we're not gonna touch it. All right, it's just magic because magic. Okay.
the
Just
background
because
magic of D&D makes it happen.
Yeah. Yeah. And so on the morning goes. Now to our satyr friend.
And I'm lactose.
Oh crap, dude.
But for this, we need to back up because by the time the sun rises, you'll be long dead.
That's the truth.
In the middle of the night, you are awakened by a bit of a boisterous, we'll say, co-inhabitant. As they bring in some drunk guy, they put him in a cell a couple of blocks away from you, and he begins to snore super loudly almost immediately, but it's enough that it wakes you up. And in the middle of the night, you can smell the salty air. You can hear the ocean outside. You can taste a little bit of salt, and at first, it's warm enough that it could be sweat, but something tells you it might be tears. It's difficult to tell, but you're awake now, and you had a hard enough time falling asleep in the first place. The images that flash before your eyes. But now as you hear this kind of loud snoring, the ocean outside, the smell of that foul liquor and man, probably some other bodily functions that this guy has produced. You can taste the sweat. You feel kind of that cold sweat kind of creeping over you, and you are awake. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go peek over at this dude.
Is it a rather large, middle-aged human, scruffy looking? Do you have dark vision?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can see that he's definitely at least barfed some. His pants are wet. That explains the smell. And he is very deeply asleep.
I'm like really gingerly because I'm not excited to touch pee. Gonna see if there's anything in his pockets.
So he's in an adjacent cell. Actually, he's
crap.
about 2 cells away from you.
So yeah, are there any people around?
No, the one guard. It was 2 guards that had to like drag him in. They locked him in, and then they left the room again. So you're in basically a room that's got 6 cells in it, a short hallway that kind of is in between the two, like the 2 halves, and there's just a singular door at the end.
Do I have a window?
Yeah, there's a window. You can see a bright full moon outside, clear skies.
So then I'm gonna feel around in my pockets. Did they take my flute?
They took everything.
It's real small.
Mm.
I'm gonna go to the window then, and I'm gonna whistle out the window.
Okay.
Just a short couple of notes that would sound familiar to a friend of mine. I'm gonna see if Ricky comes flying.
And after a moment, nothing. And then you hear the flutter of wings before he lands just on the windowsill.
Oi, lad, it's good seeing you. We don't have
Can
a
you
lot of
describe
time.
Ricky to us?
What?
Go ahead and describe yourself and Ricky if you don't mind.
Okay, so I'm a satyr. I have if you were to look at me now, I wear a hat. And it's like one of those like the Captain Crunch hats. So like major
Right.
Captain Crunch vibes.
What it is?
I have a thick bushy beard.
Like a
I have horns,
tricorn?
but they're hidden under a bicorn. Yeah, but like Captain Crunch style. Instead of being triangle shape, it's
Oh, okay.
like the flat
Yeah, I
kind.
get you.
Have you ever eaten cereal?
At all.
This episode.
So you're a tiger that wears a bandana.
Yes. I am great.
Bandana
Um,
type.
and then
Gotcha.
Ricky-
Bandana tiger.
Ricky's a parrot.
Excellent.
But yeah, I would say there's nothing really super remarkable about me as a satyr. I have a thick black beard that's about the length of my beard. I do have some nice dreadlocks going down my back. But otherwise, I don't know if you could pick me out from a lineup of satyrs.
Which, would maybe be difficult, but to pick you out in a lineup of normal civilized folk, pretty easy, as satyrs are pretty rare in
Not too
general.
difficult.
And usually,
It's the hooves.
yeah, usually well marked by civilized society. If you see a satyr, it means a few things, not the least of which is bad luck, according to some.
Ooh, hate to see it.
Ricky, how long have I been in here for? I've been asleep.
And he against the bars, he pecks 4 times.
Oh boy.
Is that AM or PM?
All right. Well, keep your voice down. I'm gonna see if I can get a way out of here.
You keep your voice down.
No. More quietly than that.
And you hear a clank of metal.
Okay. Make yourself scarce.
And he
I'm
flies
gonna-
away.
I'm gonna go and sit down on my cot, or if I have one, and
Yeah.
pretend to be asleep. I'm gonna like slump against the corner and close
Sure.
my
So you
eyes.
kind of like flip around, and as you creak open an eye, that creaking sound that you heard was apparently your cell door.
So after a second, realizing nobody's coming, I'm gonna stand up and go to the door.
And as you make your way to the door, you see the door that leads out of this room is also slightly ajar.
Stealth check was a 14. I'm gonna try to push it open as quietly as I can.
Okay. It creaks a smidge, but nothing too crazy.
As I go by Chubby's cell, I'm gonna check his door too.
Lock tight.
Okay. I didn't really care that much anyway. Make my way to the main door, and again, quietly as I can, push it open.
Okay, so you kind of peek out. Give me a perception check real quick.
Right. I'd be a 16.
16. So as you begin to peek open the door, you see that there's a guard sitting directly outside. And then you see his hand like loosely down at his side with a bottle of some sort of what looks to be like an amber liquid inside, but as you can see that it's spilled out a little bit as it has access to the air, it turns a faint purplish color. And that's when you begin to hear loud snoring.
Nature or medicine, maybe?
Go
Could I
with the
check
medicine
and see if
check.
I know what it is? Did you say medicine?
So he's sneaking out in what?
There's
It's a 12.
A 12.
There's like a jail guard.
Not 100% sure, but as you kind of peek out a little bit more, you can see he's got some of the purplish drip down his leather armor, and he is out cold. You can also see another guard that's about 3 feet away of him. Looks like he was almost walking towards this guy, also out cold. And again, a little bit of that purple liquid kind of spilled onto the ground.
Can I see any of my stuff?
No.
And
we're-
remind me, am I still like in an indoor area, or am I outside
Yeah.
now? Or
You're inside. You're in a small area. This is kind of like the that entryway. They had like a table in here. This is kind of where the guards were. But you don't hear any other movement, and there's one door between you and outside.
okay. Is Ricky able to come through the bars? Can he fit?
You're gonna call him?
Well, if he could have fit, I'll go back to my cell and try to get him to come onto my shoulder.
Okay. And yeah, so if you just do your little whistle again, and yeah, he pops up, kind of shimmies through, and flies over towards you, lands on your shoulder.
All right, be ready just in case we need to do something tricky. I lean in toward this guy. Does he have any visible keys or a knife or any sort of weapon that I think I'd be able to take off of him? Either one of the guards.
Yeah, they both are armed with short swords and hand crossbows. Or I'm sorry, just like a standard crossbow, light crossbow.
Okay, so 17 on a sleight of hand.
The sword or the crossbow or both?
The sword.
Okay, so with a 17, you silently and deftly pluck the sword from the sheath.
Does he have keys visible?
He does have keys.
How difficult would they be to get?
I'm gonna say by the time that you clear the sword free, you realize that this guy is very unconscious. You kind of poke him a bit, and his head slumps off to the side.
Okay.
You can take your time here.
Yeah, I think I'll do just that.
Okay.
So, my roll was less good, but could I take more time to make it better?
You don't even have to roll. By this point, you realize that you've got free reign here. You take what you want. They are not waking up. Not anytime soon, by the looks of it.
Hey, then yeah, I'm gonna pilfer this dude's keys, and
Okay.
then I'm gonna. Does he have facial hair?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got we'll just say kind of like the Hulk Hogan
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna check the sword. I'm assuming it's pretty sharp, right? He's a military guy.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna cut off the end of his mustache,
Okay.
and I'm just taking it with me. I'm taking some hairs with me.
Excellent.
And then I'm gonna sneak out. As I go down the hallway, do I see any sort of rooms branching off that might have my stuff in it?
No, so there's a simple let me sketch this out for you here real quick. So this is basically a square building. You've got your cells. Table, fireplace, outside door. Okay, so we'll show you up there. You can see that, okay?
Sweet. Yep.
All right, so see here. So you come up in through this area, and you kind of got the table and the chairs and things like that. One exterior door. There's a chest in there that is already opened, and you could make the assumption that that's probably where your gear is.
Yeah, I'm gonna make my way over to it. These
It's
guys
empty.
are not very competent guards, are they, Ricky?
Not very competent.
Yeah, I'll grab whatever I can out of the chest.
There's nothing inside the chest.
Okay, well, that was disappointing. Make my way toward the door, see if I can get out.
Okay, and as you go to the door, it's closed, but apparently unlocked. As you open the door, you see in front of you a horse-drawn cart, and a figure sitting on top of it goes, "All right, hurry up." In the back.
Do I recognize him?
No idea. You can't. With your dark vision, you see that it appears to be a human figure. Even though he's cloaked, you can still kind of catch enough from his figure. But you don't know anybody here. You definitely don't recognize this guy. Get in the back over by the potatoes. You'll find a hatch that leads beneath the false bottom. That's where you'll hide.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So you make your way over.
Climbing in.
And there's like, some canvas kind of over the top. And he goes, "Oh, here's your stuff." And he hands you a satchel with some of your items, sans gold, but the rest of your items intact.
Right, I'm gonna have some questions about this later, but thank you.
Oh, no questions.
Okay then.
Okay. And so you kind of go up underneath the canvas. You can see, yeah, sure enough, very difficult. But if you move the potatoes over a little bit, you can see a hatchway, and you climb in through there, very tight, super tight. But there's a false bottom, and so there's this little compartment, and you tuck in, and on you go.
All right.
And we'll say that Ricky at this point is not in there with you, but he just kind of flying around, kind of keeping a good eye. And what is your name, good sir?
Typhus. Tyfas.
Tyfas?
Yep.
And Ricky the parrot. On you go for maybe 20 minutes or so. Very slow pace. Occasionally you can hear some muffled talking between presumably your driver and various other parts. You can't quite make it out. And eventually you do come to a stop. All right, out.
Okay. I climb out.
Okay. And you're in a small room. And as soon as you exit, you can see what appears to be another person who kind of waves you on. And they lift the door back up for the cart. As he goes out, they close it behind him.
Hello?
Hello. All right. So if you'll come this way, sir.
Sure. And who exactly are you?
No questions.
Okay. I'm gonna follow.
Okay. And so you exit this way into a hallway, and it kind of zigzags a bit, and you feel like the temperature feels a little bit cooler here, like maybe you're underground.
Wait, did
But
Ricky
eventually-
come in with us? Is he with me?
I'll say that he did. He'll fly in with you.
Okay, I need my bird.
And so he kind of zigzags a bit before he eventually leads you to a series of doors. It kind of looks very much like a hotel. In the way that you've got a series of doors kind of on either side of you. He walks up to one, pulls out a key, unlocks the door, and opens it up. All right. Inside.
Okay. What will I find inside?
A bed? I don't know. Just some food.
Okay. I know the part you said about not asking any questions, but
Listen. There's been talk about you. And I'm sure you know things, and I'm sure you've seen things, and I don't want to know what you know, and I don't want to know what you've seen. So get in the room. Norris will be with you in the morning. You ask all the questions you want.
but I'm not gonna die.
I don't know.
Okay.
Not yet.
Well, that's better odds than I had
I'm not gonna
before.
kill
So
you.
I'll go inside. See you in the morning, I suppose.
No, you'll never see me again.
Oh,
And he-
all right
The
then.
door closed behind, and then you hear it lock.
Questions? No questions.
There's a bed, there's a chest, and a hot meal.
This has got to be the most confusing morning of my life, or evening, or I don't even know what time it is.
Is this happening when? What?
You guys are still asleep. This is in the dead of night. This is
we're asleep.
your guy doesn't know this. Yeah, we backtracked a bit.
Oh, okay. Got
But this is maybe 1:30 in the morning.
Got it. Of the day that
What's-
we.
What's inside the chest?
Nothing. Looks like it's a spot for your items.
Okay, well, yeah, then I'll remove a few things and eat the food and then just wait. Actually, before I eat the food, I am going to do another medicine or nature or something to see if the food that I'm being given is tainted as well.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead and
that
make
it is.
go ahead and make a I'm gonna say because you're trying to detect some sort of foul play. Go ahead and give me an investigation check here.
Right then. Hey, 16.
16 appears to be on the up and up.
I'm a scarf it.
All
I'll
right.
save a few bites for Ricky.
Very hungry. It's been a while since
It's like
you've
a gruel sandwich, or is it like a?
Oh, it's very well prepared. It's
Oh,
it's
good
yeah,
food.
it's freshly cooked chicken, roasted,
Dang,
good
so it's
mix
real
of
stuff.
vegetables, fresh fruits. It's the sort of meal that you were really hoping for when you first got here, but you know, fate had other plans.
I'm going to not eat the chicken because Ricky is going to eye me really intensely as I start to think about eating it.
Judgmental parrot eyes.
But I'll eat all the other stuff.
He hates his chicken cousins, dude. You don't care about him.
Right. Yeah. Ricky starts to eat the chicken. And,
He's a cannibal, dude.
you know how they are.
He's a good boy. Don't talk about him that way.
So yeah. So you eat your fill of what you want there. And there's fresh wine as well. Some it's not the top shelf stuff, but it is refreshing.
I don't
But you-
like this, but I like most of it.
Yeah. And
I feel a bit
eventually
awkward, but why not?
eventually sleep does take you.
Okay.
And it's you almost like in your subconscious are like something was up with that wine because you have no dreams, which is a big contrast because when you were in the jail cell you had nightmares.
Mhm.
So no dreams follow.
Right.
Eventually, Typhus, you feel a presence that wakes you up. That sort of oh crap, somebody's watching me.
Who's
Yeah.
there?
Settle down, Vaughn, I'm Norris.
Who?
Katrin, Norris.
Catherine. Who?
My friends call me Kat, but you can call me Norris.
All right.
Broke you out.
Why?
I have some questions
How?
for you.
I got questions too.
Sure, let's trade then. I'll ask some and
Fair
you
enough.
ask. Sound good?
Yeah. What was in that wine? That's not one of my questions. I just want to know.
That definitely counts as a question.
That doesn't seem fair.
Well, it was a question, wasn't it?
All right. You ask your questions.
So my question is, what happened on that boat?
Well, we sailed. We landed. We disembarked. And now I'm here.
Oh, I feel like you're leaving something out.
Well, I did have to take a piss or two, but
I'm a little bit more concerned about the death of your crew and the burning of your ship.
so Meta, do I know about this or was I off the ship before that happened?
You were off the ship, but you returned to find the devastation. And while you were searching around looking for answers and things, that's when you realized that the ship was indeed on fire and it burnt pretty badly.
Well, I'll be honest. You might know as much about that as I do. I wasn't on it at the time that it burned, and I went to go examine it and found it in shambles.
That's interesting because the guards and the governor seem to think you were definitely on board when it happened. Isn't that why they were going to hang you?
Ricky goes, interesting. Very interesting. I I don't know why they were planning on hanging me, to be honest. All I know is that I don't seem to have much in the way of allies, and I suppose a satyr is easy to frame in situations like this. I get blamed for more than my fair share.
So just a victim then?
Well, not entirely, I suppose. But I didn't have anything to do with this. So, my question, who are you?
Wine
What?
was your first question, I believe.
Yeah,
There was something in the wine just to help you sleep. Nothing toxic, nothing lasting.
All right, but see, here's how this worked. I asked the wine question, then you asked me a question, and that's my turn.
But I just answered your first question. And also, I believe that you're forgetting one of the primary rules here. I get to make the rules, and you get to follow them, or you don't get to leave this room.
But you answered my question after you asked the question, and I asked first, so still it's my turn.
Second question, and you're just going to answer it?
But I did, and then you answered the first one, so now it's my turn to ask it. What are you not getting about this? Is she a bit daft?
The cute bird you have there seems important to you.
Cute bird.
So, my next question. Why would someone pay an insane amount of gold to break out a framed satyr and then not want you delivered anywhere?
Well, see, I mean, I have my guesses, but hate to disappoint you. I think the rumors about the performative abilities of satyrs might have been a bit over-exaggerated. But
We were paid what some people on this island will never see to break you out and let you go. Why?
You'll let me go?
Maybe.
No, wait. You just said that you were paid to let me go. So you're going to let me go then, right?
People have accidents all the time.
Not when they're
So-
getting paid.
Answer my question, Satyr. Or you may have an accident. And it's at this point that like you can see that she is a young woman, human, but almost difficult to pinpoint. She looks young, but acts more mature for her age. She looks maybe 27 or so. She has very fine, smooth blonde hair, kind of pulled back in a ponytail. She's wearing leather armor and has a rapier or scimitar. You're not 100% sure at her side, and a dagger at the other side. So I'm just curious, why would someone pay to have you released, but then not want anything from you? Do you know something?
All right. If I'm counting, that was 2 questions.
Just answer the
Why
question.
would they pay? Who are you? That comes first.
Satyr, you're starting to annoy me.
Oh, you annoyed me a long time ago, so we're square.
I don't
Who are
care
you?
about you. My name is Norris. I run the underground on this island.
So
And
I
if-
suppose the real question
don't-
is, why would they hire you? What's so special about you? Because if I'm important enough that they would break me out of prison, they probably wouldn't entrust that to just anyone. So I suppose the question would be, who are you? Why are you so
Told-
important?
Satyr, I run the underground on this island. They needed you out quietly. I was the only choice.
Hmm. Well, I don't know.
Do you need some time to think about it?
No, I'll just go. You said you were going to let me go, right?
No, I said I was paid to let you go.
So you're not going to get paid if you don't let me go.
I was
So you're
already
going to let
paid.
me go.
That's part of the curious part.
And she's going to let me go, right?
Let me tell you what I do know, and then see if you can fill out any blanks. According to the guards, your ship came into dock. There were 20 souls aboard. Someone says they saw a satyr disembark, head into town, where he was mysteriously lost. Then, an alarm was raised, smoke aboard a vessel. All 19 remaining souls killed horrifically, and his ship left to burn. Very little was salvaged. Satyr lives, covered in blood, covered in smoke, taken into custody. Someone, a rather large Goliath, pays me a year's wages to break you out and let you go. Why?
A Goliath, you say?
Yes.
And when you say a rather large Goliath, you mean large for a Goliath, I assume.
Oh, impressively so.
If a beard?
No, they don't grow hair.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was just testing you. Yeah, I, I don't know. I don't know. I guess you'll have to let me go to find out. But I bet here's the thing. If he wants you to let me go, that means he's going to follow me. He's got plans for me, which means if you were to follow me and wait to see who followed me, who you followed following me, you might learn a thing or two about why he's having you follow me following you. Following you. Am I confused?
Mr. Magoo over here.
Confused is not the word. I am devastatingly underwhelmed.
So I want to intentionally try to sound stupid. Can I roll a deception?
Yes, versus her insight.
Be a 29.
She seems completely over you, entirely. All right, I think I owe you one question, and then yes, please do leave. All of Tetsuro, leave this island and never come back.
All right.
Ask your question.
The one.
Yeah.
Ooh, oh, that's a lot of pressure. Give me a minute to think. Gotta make it count.
Quick, or I may kill you.
Where? No, it's not worth it.
Satyr, I'm about to leave.
Right. Where did you meet this giant person without the beard?
You found me. Good day.
No. Where did you meet him? He found you. You didn't answer the question.
Sure, let me tell you all of the secrets of my hideout.
Yes. Go ahead and tell me all the secrets of your hideout.
Right, and she walks out.
Go ahead and tell me the secrets. I cast Charm Person.
Oh, okay. All right.
Interesting. The plot
This is a
thickens.
charisma save, eh?
Yep. No, it's a wait.
Yes.
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay, I rolled a 16 on the dice.
It's a. Where's the save? Hold on. Make a wisdom saving throw, and it does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it, which you're not.
You're not.
Okay. So it's a wisdom 16. So I think you hit it, right?
Okay.
Oh, he beat it because he rolled a 16 and gets
So that means you succeed?
modifiers.
Yep.
Crap.
But she stops at the doorway and she turns back around towards you. I've killed men for less.
I'm not a man. And I hold out my goat foot.
Oh, I believe you. And then she walks out.
Oh shit!
Wait, was that a penis joke?
It might have been. It might full blown have been a penis.
Hey, Ricky, note to self, come up with a good comeback for penis jokes.
Penis jokes.
All right. And so you open back up into this hall, and at the other end you find a staircase. You come up into a bar, actually. It is now early morning. The first thing you see that catches your eye as you kind of like drift around is what looks to be a man sitting in the corner with a turkey baster pouring milk into his bowl.
Hey, that fella over there, he seems very normal. Let's go talk to him.
All right. Back to the Triton brothers. You drift around a bit, enamored by what you see. So much going on, so many people, so many different, just blending of cultures. Like this is everything that you hoped it would be, maybe everything you feared it would be. And you eventually are starting to get pretty hungry.
Yeah, I'm all about the food.
You drift toward a place called the Golden Gull. It's the first food place that you have encountered.
Before we go in.
Yeah.
Brother,
I'm a dog.
I'm still talking to you.
Okay.
I'm just like not looking at you, but I'm talking to you.
Sure.
I'm just, brother.
Okay. I want to is there like a some sort of like alleyway, any sort
Sure.
of between buildings kind of
Absolutely,
thing?
yeah.
So I want to go that way. Stealth.
Yeah, go ahead. It's been a little bit in the morning, so your
Yeah,
spell's gone.
28.
Okay.
No.
Your spell's over. by this
Oh,
point.
sorry, 18.
18. Still pretty good. Still pretty good.
Yeah. Um, and then I'm actually going to drop form.
Okay. Way it goes.
And I'm going to take my pack. You know anything?
Yeah.
I think we should split up here.
You okay?
This place is weird. It's cool though.
I miss home.
We just left.
It's too dry.
I throw water from my
Yeah.
pack.
I have one of those like woman walking out of the water moments. And just, my flamboyant, like just everything.
Excellent.
How long will you be?
Quick. 2 hours at most, maybe.
Hours?
It depends how long it takes.
Gonna be forever.
It won't be that long. Go make friends.
Look at that.
You are better than
Okay. I'm actually not. I have a 10 on my charisma. But
mine's higher, but
yeah.
Ooh, get wrecked, brother. Competition. Mine's
But I'm
higher.
cool. But I'm cool. My
10's
wizard's
cute.
dude, I'm crushing you on wizard.
I remember when I had 10.
remember.
Yeah, when I was 6. All right, I'm gonna stroll into this thing.
Okay.
I imagine being kind of like a tourist from movies where you're just like,
Yeah. And like you feel like for a moment, all eyes are on you. The pub goes quiet
It
for a
is.
moment. In reality, none of that happens. Nobody seems to notice
is,
you.
huh?
Nobody cares anything about you
they
at
absolutely
all.
care.
But you just feel just the warmth of society.
Is this a red carpet? Oh my goodness,
Bizarre.
this is amazing. Yeah, I actually am gonna go ahead and go in.
Okay.
Just look around.
You see that again, kind of that middle-aged
Put
elven
on a
woman.
performance. Yes, I've been here many times before.
So new here.
No, never. No. I wouldn't be I wouldn't be new. What? How could that be?
Have a seat. What can I get you?
I can't handle that awkward.
The usual.
Yeah.
She like looks you up and down for a moment.
I only know that because my passive perception. I heard this guy. say
Please
it.
give him one.
Yeah. She like looks you up and down for a moment.
The usual is what I would like.
Do you have a visible coin purse of any kind?
I don't.
Rolls her eyes and walks back towards the bar.
I stand there. I'm not sure what she's doing.
Okay.
Do I see this happen?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you notice the newcomer. Triton, which you've probably seen occasionally, but pretty rarely.
So I'm actually going to change course then, and I'm going to go over to him.
She does come back with just a glass of water.
Exactly. Thank you.
She took my gold though, didn't? My gold is gone, right?
Your gold is gone.
Crap. Yeah, so I like pat my pockets as I walk into him. I'm like, never mind, I don't have any gold. And then I turn and start going back toward Danny.
What's that?
It's a 6
So you start to leave. You start to leave the area of Danny, walk towards the Triton, and then veer back towards Danny.
Yeah, I was gonna go pay for his drink, and then I'm like, I don't have any gold. Never mind. I'll just go back to the weird guy with his milk.
Awesome.
The milkman.
The milkman.
Are you doing anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow her.
How'd you know my vigilante name?
Back towards the bar. There is like a bartender there, and so she like
No, I'm
walks
gonna
out.
go for
Over.
her.
She's like the waitress.
Yeah, the
sort of.
waitress.
And as you kind of like walk up that way, whatever. Can I help you?
I would like to.
Yes. No. This is an appropriate distance, I think.
Okay. Order.
You're gonna have to stage whisper, bro.
What do you order here?
Whatever you like. We've got whiskey, we've got ale, we've got water for the non-paying. Do you have money?
Oh, of course, yes.
You'll have to forgive me. May I see your money?
I actually pull out it's another one of my jars, but it's
It's
wrapped.
just shells.
You do in fact have them. All right, okay. Well, so we have some food options, bread, cheeses, meats, things like that. You can order with whiskey. Do you drink alcohol? You're on pilgrimage,
Yes.
aren't you? It's all right. I've met Tritons before.
Oh, okay. Yes, that is
All right. So
a sampler.
Yes.
How loud is this conversation, Mike or Adam?
it's
You just made me stage whisper, but it's bull trash.
no, it's quiet. It's quiet. You can see that it's intense, at least one-sided. He seems very intense. She seems very like, oh my goodness, a man-child.
I'm
You can't you
So,
can't
yeah,
hear it over the lapping of milk.
Yeah, I paused then right in the middle between the two and just stand there looking back and forth.
I'll bring you a few things. Have you ever partaken from alcohol before? Have you ever had alcohol?
Mead.
You have.
A mead, yes.
Is this just a word that you know, or have you actually had mead? I'm worried.
Okay,
No,
I'm
all
not-
right. That's all right. I understand. I'll take care of you. All right? I'll bring you a small amount of a few things. You can try it, see what you like. In the future, honestly, don't pretend to be something you're not.
Dude, Mike's character's adorable in his own way.
My name is Enna, by the way.
Shimboisi.
Chimboise.
Yeah.
Have a seat. She walks
just sit
away.
down.
She shakes her head. No, I'm Chimboise. At one of the tables. That's not occupied currently. Unless the person invites you to sit with them.
told you to go make friends.
Yeah, I look for somebody.
Lord. And she walks away. Gods above.
This guy.
All right.
guess
Sea
they're like
Dog
saying-
Bart Moody.
So, my guy, I didn't like the profession I took wasn't because something I wanted to do. It was to help me on my pilgrimage.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I'll do bad things if I have to,
Sure.
type deal. But
Oh, crap.
I want to use my thieves camp,
Oh no.
and I want to try to find the underbelly to get any information.
Okay, well, oddly enough, as soon as you send your brother in and you start to kind of shift gears, you notice that there is a small symbol carved into the door frame of the Golden Gull. This is kind of odd. You definitely have something to learn, but you can tell that that is an intentional symbol hidden to the commoner. You wouldn't even notice it, but you notice it. You take that to be some sort of a sign related to maybe some, shady business. You've talked plenty with sailors and pirates and things of that effect to pick up the gist of it.
I will follow the signal.
Changeling.
So as yes, Evan, yeah, he's a changeling. So as you walk in, kind of just after this awkward situation, you see your brother approaching a few people, and so we'll pick up there actually. So
Hello. This is your first time here.
Are you
Yeah,
still? Are you
it
still?
is.
I knew it. I knew it. Mine too.
Okay.
Are you on a pilgrimage?
Do I see this?
No.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Ah, brother.
Are you a local?
Making friends already.
Yes, I am. I made friends with Inna, the bar maiden.
What's the name?
Her. She is one of them.
Strange names up here. I don't.
That is true.
Who's?
Typhus, you're kind of approaching. You guys all, as you're like getting ready to walk up and maybe second guessing approaching a large crowd, you find yourself in one. So now you're kind of crowded. And Sin, you wanting to lay low, immediately uncomfortable as three strangers approach you.
Sir, why are you lubricating your shoulder?
He's trying to hydrate his nipples.
Huh?
Is that what you're doing?
No, I'm not.
You have goat's milk.
Yes.
This is weird.
It is weird.
What's that
Needless to
sound?
admit, what I saw, I'm just.
Yeah, you
I'm
hear coughing
immediately
coming from
just
his shoulder.
Looking for something else. Like I'm looking for the signal.
Okay.
I'm disturbed.
Do you-
by what-
As my shoulder is coughing,
Yeah.
Sin bares his teeth like he's really angry.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I just need to stay quiet and not make a lot of noise.
You're raising your voice.
We,
Rock freaks. Rock.
we should probably stay clear. He might have some affliction.
Yep.
I was whispering it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you, should I heal him?
If you can, poor soul.
You can heal it?
Okay. I can heal wounds, yes. Do you have a wound?
I've got a problem.
Is it a wound?
I
This problem?
reveal.
Hey, where's the milk go?
Timothy.
Where's the milk?
Ugh.
Hey, you're not so good looking yourself, buddy.
Ugh.
Just kind of like slaps your hand away.
Ugh. Is he supposed to smell like that? Oh my gosh.
Isn't that seat on? You're just like,
Oh.
Can you get rid of him?
I pull out my dagger.
Well, hey.
I thought, do you want to be rid of him?
Not in that way, because I wouldn't be able to use my bow anymore.
What?
Okay.
What is he? What are you? What are you, Timothy?
Rock freak.
I'm beautiful. What do you mean?
You can speak?
Of course I can speak.
Yeah.
How,
And I'm gonna stick my hand out and try. Nice to meet you.
Cut out this.
yeah, I got you.
The name's Timothy.
How did this happen?
Even more.
This makes me miss him.
That's saying something.
Ugh. Well,
You got weird, gross.
I am not a growth, I'm a person.
food.
Yeah, and so she brings out again, kind of almost like a charcuterie board. It's got a few different
Yeah.
things, but it's also got like a a beer flight sort of a thing, or it's got these small like
Whoa.
shot glasses of different things. And she's like, oh,
His head on.
no, small. Oh, good lord, drink, eat some food. Someone, Would you like?
All
All right, I'll bring some.
I just go all in. Oh, sorry, Timothy.
Yeah. What do you give him?
Salami. I think that's what she called it. Salami.
Do you take it, Timothy?
Oh yeah, I'll take it. With my try and eat it with my one tooth.
No, you've got hands. They're weird, but
I just have.
you
I
do
just
have
have
to
one.
have two hands because you have to be able to use them for your spells and such. But yes, you have
Okay, well,
two little hands.
Little T-Rex
One's
cross.
little and then one's
Yeah.
like.
I mean, it could basically be just like a palm sticking out of it, but you know.
just
Yeah.
figure.
Yep.
yeah.
But do I find
Eldritch
a,
Blast.
Door?
You find another symbol, which leads you into a restroom. The restroom is just basically you've got like a pot, and that seems to be like a chamber pot. So make an investigation
I
check.
do have a question.
I'm sorry, perception check.
I don't think I'm wise at everything, but I think this part of it I am wise. Like
Okay.
seeing things and noticing things.
Is he scoping some stuff? Yeah, go make an insight check, especially because he's your brother. Investigation. I'm sorry.
Insight.
Double with the advantage.
Yeah.
Stupid. My brain is molasses.
Pretty good. 18.
18. Yeah, I'll say with an 18, you know that he's scoping some stuff. He's but it's not abnormal.
I don't like.
He's
I don't
just
stop him. I'm just like I want to notice.
right. You've seen him
Do
like
things.
be like that, where he's like, I'm looking around, I'm trying to
Okay.
find. And you're just like, blah,
I don't
blah,
stop
blah,
him. I
whatever.
just want to like keep.
Exactly.
So in my mind,
This is the wise
I
part of my
imagine like the best way to blend in now is to look mostly like my surroundings. So I'm going to look like a Triton. So I'm going to shapeshift into a Triton.
Okay.
Do I see that?
But
I
with,
don't think I would.
But-
No, because I think I'm watching my brother.
but with that,
Yeah, but you're not. You don't have to like full blown turn.
Okay.
with that, I'm going to roll to see where Justin goes.
Okay.
So, Adam, I didn't want to.
1, 2, 3, 4. You're on my leg now, Justin.
Oh, God, this is my least favorite spot.
So, I didn't want to.
No, it's not.
Get your sack out of my
Come
face.
on. Oh, dude.
Grow up, dude. This is a game, bro. This is half the game right here. Making jokes.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah,
Oh
I'm
my
now
gosh.
Triton. Okay.
So I didn't want to interrupt the goings on. When Timothy first appeared, I was like super caught off guard by that. So I sort of took a step back. There's a guy who's pretty darn drunk who's next to them, and I noticed that he's just been delivered a fresh beer. So I reach out with my mage hand and just pull it off of the table over toward me, and I kind of, without even looking, and I just sort of lean back into the stool that's closest and begin to drink this guy's beer and just watch what's going on.
Yeah.
So I see you shift and immediately gag on my beer. And I look at Ricky. These are the strangest people I've ever seen in my life.
Strange.
I bet that they probably make a reasonably effective distraction. What do you think?
Sorry, blood in the water.
I think we might be able to put them to work. Let's find out. So I'm going to get back up again and approach you.